I think you're about to share with us exclusive content, not yet public. Am I being too dramatic? Today on Simple Sense for Small Business, we talk to Wyld, who is a TikTok expert and short form video coach. We discuss so many gold gems when it comes to short form video in general and TikTok. She talks about the pros and cons of going viral. She talks about the first thing you should do if you're starting your TikTok journey, some of the searchability tips, and she has a download for free on 9 different ways you can create content, quality content. So join us on Simple Sense for Small Business. Big and small mistakes small business owners make. Let's get wild. Tell me about the wedding.
Yeah, June 23rd. I found my photographer on TikTok. Well, he actually did reach out to me first. Back in the day when I was doing account audits, I audited his account and I really, really just loved his photography. Now, I also have a background in photography. So I actually used to do wedding photography for many years, about almost 10 years. That's what I did when I lived on the West Coast. I also did some of that in Toronto. And I've been to many, many weddings and I want to keep it simple.
I didn't really send you any questions ahead of time, but I want to cover all the basics, including what some of the challenges are with everything in the news about TikTok and how I was on one of your Facebook Lives one time and I commented, what do you think about what's going on with TikTok? And I don't think you remember that was me, but that was me. And you said, it's too big, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So share with us, Wyld, everything about everything you want to share with everyone.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, my name is Wyld. It is my real name. I get that a lot. Short for Waverly. And I'm a TikTok expert, short form video coach. And really what I do is help people to communicate a message through short form video. And I'm known for my TikTok expertise and built a brand as the queen of trend alerts on TikTok. That's what skyrocketed my account. And that's kind of more of what I'm known for.
Now, how did you get involved with TikTok? Was there a moment, an event?
Yeah, I just did a really quick pivot. So pre-COVID, I had a business. I was doing a lot of content creation for people, mostly personal brand photography. And shooting a little bit of video as well and delivering that to clients. And then they didn't really know what to do with that content. So I started to do a little bit more of the social media marketing with them and telling them like how to use the photos and videos. And then the pandemic hit. And I had a friend who was an Instagram coach and she said, you should really get on TikTok. I think you'd like it. It's really early. There's a lot of potential there. Not many people are using it for business. And at the time I was kind of sick of the whole Instagram vibe. So I got over there and gave it a shot and I just fell in love with the app. I love how creative it was, how you could use the music. And I started posting all kinds of random things. I didn't really know what I was doing. But yes, I did have what I would consider a semi-viral video, around 100,000 views. And that's what got me hooked, for sure. That's what gets you on TikTok. It got me hooked. And I started sharing my experiences with my Instagram audience. And all of a sudden I was getting like more DMs than I'd ever had in my life with questions about how to use TikTok and what are you doing over there? And it was like light bulb moment. I could really help people use TikTok to make more impact with their business, to generate more leads, all that good stuff. You basically just use it as another social media marketing tool. Quickly pivoted my business. I went all in, started learning everything I could, and the rest is history.
Well, one thing about TikTok that was intimidating for me, which I'm sure you hear a lot, I don't sing. In fact, Trevor, who is a musician and a singer, he prefers it. He demands that I do not sing because it's not there. And then dancing is, I'm a bull in a china shop. So I discounted that initially as a forum, as a medium for marketing because the kids are doing it this way. And thanks to your course that I purchased, I was able to kind of shift my mindset, how to use this platform, just like any other platform, but it is more creative.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've seen over time that it's not about the dancing. You absolutely don't have to dance if you don't want to. If that's a part of your brand and you want to do it, you can. I used to dance, and then lately, I don't know. I don't dance too much in my TikToks anymore because it feels cringy. It's not that popular on the app unless you are a dance creator or you're doing those dance challenges. But one of the reasons why people saw that content was because, back in 2020, 2021, when you join the app, the algorithm would show you that kind of mainstream content because it doesn't know who you are. But as you get on the app and you start to consume content, the algorithm starts to, figure out what types of videos you like, what niches you like, what you're engaging with. So then it becomes a little bit more curated. So it takes some time to kind of curate your algorithm on TikTok. And I think people just kind of got on the app and then they just saw this kind of like circus sideshow of dancing and teens. And they're like, oh my God, that's not for me. But it's definitely not that way anymore.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. I do think with short form video, there is still, I think, some learning or adjusting in the mindset of not everybody loves video. Can we just talk a little bit about video marketing as a baseline, as a basic introduction to why that is so meaningful to somebody's business and why it's so important for their marketing strategy?
Well, I mean, there are so many benefits, but I mean, the first one, you just can't deny how popular it is. It is all over social media. We have the Facebook and Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. Pinterest, I think, is changing the way they're doing video, but it's everywhere. It's super popular. People like to consume this short type of content. And it's just a really, really great way to connect with your audience, for people to learn more about who you are and connect with you, because, building trust is so important in marketing these days. I feel like more than ever before. The last benefit I would say is, just has to be search engine optimization. These platforms, all these social media platforms are slowly starting to turn to search. We know TikTok has a really, really advanced search capability. I love it. I'm obsessed with the search. I use it more than actually just scrolling on the For You page. I'm always searching for content. So it's building up on Instagram as well. Creating that evergreen content that you can optimize for search is going to be so important for your business.
You bring up a key word here that I think can trip up some people: evergreen. Our long form video put us on the map on YouTube, but it was a breaking news style because of the business we're in and the program that we were associated with. Can you share with some folks, when it comes to evergreen, it could be a mix, right? I mean, if it's always evergreen, I think it's hard to then share with what's happening now, depending on what the type of business is. With you, with trending alerts, if I find you a year later, that alert is maybe not trending, right? So how do you stay evergreen, or how do you kind of get to be more evergreen or have a mix of both?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely do want to have a mix of content on your TikTok channel and all of your short form video platforms. You just like through the funnel, right? You want to have content that creates awareness, content that nurtures, creates connection, and then you want to have that promotional content that gets people to take action at the bottom of the funnel. So yeah, not everything has to be evergreen. I've made some TikTok tips type of content, which is educational and evergreen, and I still get comments and engagement on those videos 2 years later. So people are still finding that video. So that's why we do want to make that evergreen content, why it's really important. But not everything has to be evergreen. The evergreen stuff, though, that you do create, that is what you want to optimize for searchability, so that people can find it 2 years down the road and still find you.
Did you find that hashtags help with that, with the search engine?
Yeah. So when it comes to searchability, there's actually 5 ways that you want to be optimizing. Oh gosh, there's so much to say about this, but you do, when you're creating that content, you want to focus on specific keywords that you want to rank for. And then you want to optimize your video. There's 5 places that TikTok's pulling data from. So the first one is that caption space. You have 2,200 100 characters in your caption space. The second one is hashtags. The third one is any text that you have on screen or subtitles. And then it's also looking at the what you are saying verbally, like the audio of that as well. So there's numerous places that you can optimize for search, but you definitely want to focus on trying to rank for a couple of keywords. So there's a few things I want to say about hashtags. I really think that they're not that relevant anymore. The reason why they were so relevant in 2019, 2020, 2021 is because, well, first of all, they help to tell the algorithm who to show your content to, and then they categorize your content under that hashtag. But no one is searching hashtags or following hashtags on TikTok. They're just using the search feature now. That search feature has become so big and the algorithm is so smart. It doesn't really need hashtags to help tell it like who to show your video to. However, there's that one caveat. If you are trying to rank for certain keywords for search engine optimization, then I definitely recommend you have to use hashtags. And it doesn't matter like what size it is. So for example, if I'm going to make an educational video about TikTok SEO, like how to rank higher in TikTok SEO, then I'm going to use the hashtag TikTok SEO, even if it has billions of views, because it's just going to help pick it up and rank under that. And then the last thing I want to say is when it comes to search engine optimization, you have to think as well that like this isn't a viral strategy. It's not a growth strategy. This is about getting more quality views because people who are searching for specific content are highly likely to engage, to follow you, or to purchase whatever you are recommending or selling.
This is fascinating because some of the stigmas around TikTok, besides the privacy with the government and all of that, but something that was going around that said, if you're not getting more than 200 views, this is why, and this is what you should do. And truthfully, that caught my eye because my views really are almost, it's calculated that it's not going to go above 250. When people they get frustrated because if you're doing this and you're putting in the effort and then there is a stagnated growth or stagnated progress, how do you stay motivated to keep going?
Good question. I hear you. I feel you. I know what that's like. So the first thing I want to say is that yes, I am not going to BS anyone. The amount of organic reach that TikTok had in 2019, 2020, even 2021 is not the same as 2023. I've seen it decrease month over month over all those years. I used to get at least like 50, 100,000 views on every video, and now it is much less. So we don't have that reach. So what's happening now is people are getting much smarter and they are putting a lot more effort into their content to get it seen. So I'm not saying that your content sucks. However, there are definitely some content creation skills that are really essential for people to have success that I still see that people are not really implementing. Some of those things include storytelling, super, super powerful. If you can get people to feel an emotion from your video, it's going to perform well. So that's one of the big things. I was just recently writing a blog post on this. We know that engagement is the name of the game with TikTok and really all social media platforms, right? The more engagement you get on your videos, watch time, likes, comments, shares, saves, the more views you get. The more views you get, the more visibility you have. Really, really have to focus on engagement. Eliciting opinion is going to be one of the best ways to get people talking and putting your perspective. So there also want to say that there is a lot of misinformation on the app, and a lot of people will, sensationalize things or say anything just to get views. So you also have to be, very mindful about how you consume content on TikTok. There will be people who purposely are trying to create controversy, make you angry so that they can go viral. However, I don't think that's a very good strategy for a business owner. You don't necessarily want to make people angry or be controversial on purpose. People can pick up on that. So you just have to be a lot more smarter about how you are creating content.
I'd like to bring up something that someone shared with me, that they had a video that happened to go viral. She may be on the cusp of 1 million views. That video, I don't recall if it was a month ago, 2 months ago, but it was not last week. I know that. What happened was, from my understanding and talking with her, because I was like, wow, that's so exciting. She was lip syncing to a song in a reaction to a comment to a previous video, which I think is its own strategy. She now is in a bit of a conundrum because she's not getting as much engagement anymore, because now people were expecting a certain type of content.
I see it all the time. So like I say, there are pros and cons to going viral, but one of the problems, the most common problems I've seen with going viral, is that through the nature of virality, through just the fact that you're getting 1 million, 2 million or more eyeballs on your content, you are going to attract people who are not your ideal follower or your ideal customer or your target audience, just because of that amount of exposure. So what happens then is people tend to get followers or lots of engagement, and then their account really dips down and they're like, why aren't people engaging with my content? And like, well, maybe they followed you just for one type of video, and that's not what you normally do. It's not always a benefit. There can be benefits to going viral. I have product-based accounts. She's crushing it. She's selling dog tags with cuss words on them. She's going viral and making, I think her last viral video, she made $26,000 in sales from that. So there are definite pros, but you have to be really, really careful. And this is why, you want to create content with intention, like, go viral within your niche for the right reasons.
Let's talk about a little bit with the quality content, and if people don't feel creative, and that's maybe why the lip syncing works. Like for me, when I was, our business was in transition and we had to take a hiatus because of, the program was closed. So our business shut down for a year. We're pivoting. So in the meantime, just to kind of for fun and playing around with TikTok, learning about it, I was doing the lip syncing of funny things that people say. And it worked. I was slowly building, but I wasn't selling anything either. So how does one feel that they are delivering quality content when they don't feel creative, or that they don't perceive themselves as a content creator?
Yeah. Well, for one thing, like you don't have to be super creative to be on TikTok. Yes, they give you a ton of tools. There's lots of fun effects and things you can do with, text to speech and voices and stuff, but you don't have to be a content creator. All you have to do is, communicate a message that people resonate with. So when it comes to like, what is quality, I usually break it down into a few things. One of them was actually just writing something about this like last night. So I have a membership, which I'm focused on right now. I have like a $14 membership, and then it's like 2-tier. And then the second membership is $34. So it's from a training I posted like a couple of days ago, in that kind of explaining in that membership, just kind of explaining, like, everyone says make quality content, but what exactly does that mean? First of all, you have to know what is going to resonate and get engagement for your target audience. And that can involve a little bit of market research. It really just involves really knowing, being really clear on who your target audience is, what they struggle with, and how you can help them. And making content, of course, that speaks to and solves their pain points is going to be valuable to them. Now, when it comes to making valuable educational content, you can also provide value by helping to shift someone's perspective on something. So it doesn't always have to be like a how-to type of video. You can inspire them to take action. That is also very valuable. And overall, making quality content has to make the viewer feel more connected to you. That is how I really define like what is quality.
What I've seen with people with marketing, they overthink a lot of things that then causes paralysis to even go through the creation process.
Yeah, overthinking or watching what everyone else is doing and then kind of just copying or doing their own version of that.
I won't say who it was, but a very notable social media content creator, entrepreneur, they were saying there's a lot of trends that were happening similar to what you said back in 2020, whether it was dancing, lip syncing, and also a lot of the pointing to things and how that was hot. And now it's not so hot anymore.
Oh my gosh. On TikTok, it's so cringy.
Yeah,
I still do see it on it was big on Instagram Reels. And I still see a little bit, but it's more just like this, kind of like pointing to some text. It's not like boom, 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 you know.
I did one of those videos back in 2020 because that was what was trending, which is why I kind of had to get over myself. What am I going to say? Who cares about what I have to say? And was like, let me just share some of the things we do or some of the things we know about that we know have helped business owners with business loans and business loan process and applying for a loan. If someone's going to gravitate toward wanting to learn about how to apply for a business loan, they should want to feel like they can know who I am a little bit, right?
Yeah, that's a big part of the short form video. I can talk to storytelling for just a second. What I find really interesting is that I've been experimenting with the PASS framework, and this is a very traditional copywriting formula for selling through copy, which is pain, agitate, solution. And it works in short form video too. I have been playing around and just changing it a little bit where I do speak to the pain points, then I agitate, then I show empathy, and then I offer the solution. But these, traditional copywriting techniques, they apply to video as well. When you think about it, I like to think of short form video as all just copywriting. That's really what it is. It's just the different medium. It's the same format, just the different medium, because what you're saying just makes so much of the impact. So create more stories in your videos, just do the PASS framework. Try that. It worked. Pain, agitate, solution.
I love copywriting. It's so magical and it's such a gift and a skill. These tips are incredible. I am so excited. One more question, because I know you've been so generous with your time. With the fact that there are things that were being done 3 years ago and now things have changed, what would you say is the first thing someone should do in their business with TikTok or with short form video in general?
If you are new to TikTok, you really need to go and consume content on the app. The first thing I would recommend is going to that search feature and just type in a few words related to your niche or industry and see what's up there and see what people are doing. And just watch and consume content, but watch it with like a very careful eye so that you're paying attention and noticing, what are they saying in the beginning of the video? How are they getting engagement? What are people saying in the comments? What is the style of the video? There's a lot of different video formats. And I actually break down 9 of them in my freebie. I have a guide for that, 9 short form video formats that you can create in less than 10 minutes. So notice how they are making those types of videos. So just this whole process is going to give you a really clear sense of like, okay, is this for me? Do I feel like I can get on camera and kind of do these talking head videos or share this type of thing? Can I put my own spin on it and build my brand this way? So it's going to give you that good sense. It'll hopefully also, get the creative juices flowing for you. And that's the first thing I would recommend to do.
What a gift to have that download to make available. Thank you. I'm going to put that in the show notes and in the video description, so you don't have to hunt around for it. It's going to be right there. Well, Wave, besides your website that is going to have this freebie, where else would you like to send folks to meet you and consume you?
Yeah, so I'm at Wyld on all the social platforms. TikTok and Instagram are my primary platforms. So you can check me out there. Come say hello in the DMs.
Awesome. I want to thank you so much for joining us today. These tips are such gold, and I can't wait to see you on TikTok and follow you and politely stalk you intensely.
Thank you so much. pleasure.
Thank you.